good friend Nautilus has put out the 100 best goals of 2021, and we are going to see what we can learn from all of these straight bangers. Let's go. I recognize this place. This is my old club. This is Sporting KC in the MLS. It's funny because some of you guys have no idea where I've played. Sporting KC and Chicago Fire are my two MLS clubs since then. Europe and Morocco. Mastafez. Shout out to my boys, Massaoui, in Maghreb and Fez. But anyway, I digress. This goal, I know because it's my club. Scoring goals like this is nuts. Coming over his shoulder. You know you just want to connect, but you know it has to go back to the other side. I mean, if any of you guys have ever scored goals like this, you know how incredibly tough it is to do in a game situation. So, sick goal there. Oh my God, son. I mean, if this does not win the award for the biggest dip, holy shit, bro. His form also looks something in between David Luiz, almost knuckleball form. I mean, the fact that he is able to get this to dip up like that and probably bend. We're going to see in this replay. Oh my God. Armand. Yeah, look at that form. You see that hip, the way he picks his foot up like that? That's how you get it to dip. I know this. Luis Diaz against Porto. These goals, you know, Messi scores a whole ton of goals like this. So you guys know that format where you just start dribbling across the side of the field. And once you keep going, you've picked up so much speed that the defenders, they can't do anything. They want to drop, and at the same time, they want to move across with you to try and stop you from running laterally, but there's nothing they can do. So it's just kind of a principle for those wingers, if you're in the left or the right. Once you cut in, if you really start sprinting and taking little touches backwards, I think we've talked about that in one of our Cristiano Ronaldo videos, it's deadly. I don't know where this is. Oh my God. I don't know, guys, you know, he may have just been trying to put that across. Mohamed Juma. I'm not sure what league this is. It ends up being a sick goal, though, right? I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Rebic. Left. Ooh, on a right foot. Oof. One of the principles I would love to just point out here, on his first touch, you guys see he takes his left foot, he opens up. I mean, check it into that little space right there. That's where you want the ball. And if you can pick up the pass, he comes and he checks in. He even checks in with his whole body facing that way, but he knows exactly what he's going to do. Because he ran into that space, he knows he can take a touch with his left foot into the space that he just left. And boom, back in the net. I mean, imagine that. 2 touches, before you know it, upper 90. Oh! All right, well, there's nothing I can say about that. Sir. Are you kidding me? You guys realize the cross comes in, it's too far. And I mean, most guys, you would try and at least settle it. Maybe that's like the best thing. For him to be running away from the ball and still do a bike and lob it over the goalie is insane. That's an insane goal. Back in the MLS, love it. Have the balls to take the touch out of the air to keep it up. You know what you're doing. I will say, taking it with the inside of your foot on those far balls that are coming into you, it makes things way easier, you know, rather than using your full instep. So you'll notice that guys will do that, and he basically just set himself up perfectly. Sick finish. I know this goal. Leon Bailey. As a lefty, this is what you want. I've scored some goals like this, and there's just something dangerous about the fact that, I mean, righties can do it too, but when you bend in the ball to that back post, you really don't. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Where the goalie is, any of that stuff, you just hit it without knowing, you know, such good form. This one's in here for a lot of reasons, because A, if you don't love football, just listen to this announcer and then look at the celebration and then just show that to people who are like, it's so boring. Whatever, dude. Just seriously, whatever. Like, look at this spectacle. Also, it's going to be nice when we get fans back in the stadium, but sick bomb. Sick celebration. Team celebrations are awesome. I don't know about you guys, but comment down below if you got a team celebration. This is Augsburg. Augsburg versus Köln. Wow. I mean, look at the form. He's set up perfectly. There's nothing I can say about that either. It's dope. Irvin Cardona. This is in France, obviously Dijon and Brest. He gave it that cockback kick. You know, it kind of reminds me of Steve McManaman. This is well before. Actually, comment down below if you know who Steve McManaman is. If you've never seen the Steve McManaman volley, it's probably in. It's not going to be in 4K because it's probably like 12 years ago, maybe more. Maybe less. I don't know. Maybe it's only 10 years. I have no idea. It's a sick goal. We'll put it up here. Oof. I did not expect him to go back across. Okay, Cavani, sir. You know, to be honest, I have not seen a whole ton of Cavani. I've seen a few goals, but I know he's scoring, but people are annoyed at him. But it seems like the English media, comment down below, but does it not seem like anybody who goes to Manchester United, they just get really mad at? They just get mad at them and then they leave. Like Lukaku, I feel like a couple of years ago, they were mad at him. Now it's just raining goals in the Serie A and he's champion. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't pay enough attention to everything that's going on in Man U, but it seems like they get pretty mad, you know? Maybe it's just England. I don't know. Oh my God, talk about knuckleball form perfection. Oh my God. Phew. Dominic, that is straight baller. Shout out to Hungary and to the fact that they don't care whether or not anyone can pronounce their names. Ever. All right, so what you guys are going to see here in this one, which is sick, is that this is a principle in a way that I found to score goals on corners. Doesn't matter if you're not the biggest guy on the field. If you can beat them near post, if you can beat your guy near post and just get some sort of flick, some sort of touch, whether it's your head, your foot, whatever, the principle stands that you are going to have a better likelihood of scoring like this. So when we go to see this, all the dude's got to do is get in front of both of the defenders and get a flick towards goal. The goalie is nowhere near, and that's not his fault. It's just, you know, somebody on his team has to be the first one there. Here on the sick touch. That touch over, we discussed that little chip over, which is an underutilized thing for everybody. It was in one of our defending videos, but whenever you have and you know you're going to beat someone to a challenge, if you can manage to flick it up over them, it's not going to work every time here, but Messi does it perfectly. What a surprise. Messi did something perfectly, but you get the point. I mean, announcer nearly broke off my ear. Thank God I'm only wearing one headphone right now.
Demichelis' challenge, runs past two more, keeps it!
There is a theme that you're going to notice in all these mid-range, halfway shots is that the dude, you have to make up your mind. You kind of just decided that you're going to do it because otherwise you'll chicken out. And if you hesitate on your attempt, I've never scored. I've taken one shot from somewhere in between. We showed it on the channel a bunch of times because you look crazy trying to take these shots, but if you hit it right and well, it's awesome. You know, it can go in, and it does for this guy. He just takes it 2 touches, and then he's boom, golazo. That's it. I mean, so he knew before that. He knew as soon as he was getting the ball, this guy, keeper's off his line, he's not expecting it, and boom, I'm gonna hit it. That's it. Oh, once again, Ferran Torres. You see the principle I'm talking about. You just have to beat the front guy. So it doesn't matter what position you guys are on. This is on set pieces. If you can just be the first person there and the ball happens to go there, you catch that flick, it's too unpredictable. And I would call that probably the biggest point we've seen out of some of these goals. If you find yourself in this position here, I love this position because honestly, there's too much time. I think that's probably the issue here is that no one stepped to him. And when they do, it's too late. And so he's able to wind up. He probably can't hit this full instep, but he can swing it wide, and he does. Oof, my God, look at that slow motion. Jesus. This one is interesting from Richard. From Rick. Oh, Rick Dog. The goalie, we might have to get a GK Goluremi shout out here because as I see that replay, there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, when you're going backwards like that, it's just impossible. So once again, we see this principle. Once you cut inside, if you can get behind the guy, and you notice he cuts backwards, and you have to cut backwards to give yourself some space. Once he's past him, you just have your shot. You miss, who cares? You've created that all from nothing, you know? And there was no step over, there was no move, there was no nothing. That's it. All right, so we've seen a few lobs here already. I wish this clip had the full build-up because it really seems like the goalie is way off his line. Maybe we'll get GK Guluremi give us his opinion here, but something must have happened for him. He's probably trying to cut off the over-the-top run, but I mean, the guy's running towards the field. He seems to be even past his PK spot, which just seems a little far. He should already probably be dropping, but I'm not well, I almost said I'm not a goalie, but if you guys have been following us on the GK Guluremi, you'll see we got 100 days till pro goalie contract, B-Millie and I. Nevertheless, a good finish. Goalie didn't even try. He just starts jogging. All right, guys, that is the vid. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want us to react to more things, be sure to do that. Go subscribe to GK Guluremi. Go subscribe to Guluremi Girls. Subscribe to 11th Commandment, our podcast channel, and go buy some stuff on GOLUREMI.com to keep us going. All right, keep the lights on. Keep the lights on here at the channel. We appreciate everything. Later.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz.